Hi, so welcome to a hopefully quick update on the new tugboat and water update that's going to be coming to Rust on the 6th of July, if all things go to plan. I have been over here on the staging server and I have got super excited about the water update in itself because the water looks beautiful, but also the tugboat looks absolutely amazing. And with the news that you can actually build onto these boats, I'm super excited. So I wanted to show you real quickly some of the things that you can place, some of the things you can't place, and a few other cool things. I've checked out some videos prior to this, and some of the items that are placeable or not placeable have now changed. So I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to get to the tugboat and I'm going to show you. Okay, so we are back at the tugboats. This is where you would climb the ladder to get on. I've now given myself some items to show you guys how it works. First of all, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to climb up to the bridge and mount onto this. Now, if you hold down E, it's going to bring up the wheel. And if you want to place anything, you're going to have to authorize yourself onto the ship. Or tugboat. I call it a ship. It's my ship. Now, first of all, I'm going to show you some of the items. Actually, no. First of all, let me show you the doors. So, to secure this as like your own, you can place down doors in 3 different spots. There are 2 doors to the bridge. And also, you want to come downstairs to the big main room in here, where you can also place a door to secure it as your own. Now I'm going to show you some of the items that either you could place originally and now you can't, or you couldn't place and now you can. So one of the first things was these sun loungers, which didn't really make much sense. You're on a boat, you're going to have a sun lounger, you're going to want to sunbathe, right? But now you can place them. One of the other things that people were kind of thought was going to be really OP was the turrets. Now, if you look now, you can't place them. So that's going to hopefully stop the tugboats from becoming, you know, a moving killing machine, basically. So the auto turrets, they can't be placed, and also the shotgun traps can't be placed either. One of the things that have stayed the same is pretty much anything electrical can't be put down. So this goes for the solar panels, but it's the same with like the wind turbines and the generators as well. So let me get rid of these overboard. We don't need any more of those. Okay, so next I'm going to move on to some of the things that couldn't be placed, and now it seems like they can. So the chippy arcade machine, that couldn't be placed, and now we see it can. I hadn't actually seen whether or not this had been talked about before, but I discovered that the lanterns can be placed, which can provide obviously some light. The tuna can lamp, sorry, and these lanterns, now I'll place it up here, keep it out of the way, can also be lit. They can be placed down and lit. Now, again, I'm not sure if this had been spoken about, but the piano, if I'd left enough space, I think I need a building hammer. The piano can now be placed too, so you can have a moving ship. Let me grab real quick a hammer so I can pick things up. That would probably be helpful. So the piano can now be placed. You can also place the fireworks. Again, I think at one point this was not able to be placed, but now again you can. So moving on to kind of some of the more homely items. You're obviously going to want to have a bed if you are going to use this as kind of like your main home or whatever. You can place the beds, so you're going to be able to respawn here. We have got picture frames, which I thought was cool. It's going to really be able to decorate your home. I call them homes. I'm a PvE player, like, come on. We can place down our workbenches. We can place down our sofas. Boxes for plenty of storage, which I really think this is going to make it something, whereas people would normally build a base like near to excavator to move all their resources to. I feel like now that's going to be changed with the use of the boats. With these tugboats, you're going to be able to have all the storage on it. I was going to do that, but I think what I'll do next is do these. So basically the small furnaces, you can place those down. In my mind I would be looking to kind of fill it up down one of these sides, and then perhaps like once you've been to excavator and you've got all your resources that you want to smelt, like your sulfur, you're going to be able to do this on the boat on the way home. Now one of the things I noticed with certain items is that you can't place them down on the floor. However, if you place a box, you can then place them. Now, you're also going to want to have your kits handy. With your kits, you're going to be able to store these inside your lockers. These can go wherever you want, wherever there's space. You got your, let me see, let's do the mixing table. Place down a mixing table. You can also, let me see, what else? Your chair. Your chair is placeable next to your bed, maybe. You know, you never know, you might be taken ill, you might get shot, be injured, need somewhere to sit. Okay, so now you might want to add in your fridge. Hoping I've left enough space. You want a nice bear rug. Oh. Wait. Oh, okay. So you can't place the bear rug on the floor. It would... Oh, you can. Okay, maybe it's just me. If I not left enough. Okay, you can. You can. Panic over. You can place the bear rugs. And it would seem you can also still place them on the ceiling. Okay. And also your normal rugs. Now, something you might notice is as the boat is swaying in the water, the where you're going to place them is also kind of swaying. So sometimes it's going to, where I am right now, it's kind of calm, but you're going to notice that sometimes it's going to sway and it's going to go red. And then you kind of need to wait until the boat kind of sways back again for it to be able to place. Now it doesn't want to place at all. Oh, there we go. Quick. And then we have that placed. Now, the tables are able to be placed, but there's not a lot of space, and the table seems to take up a really large footprint. So, I mean, there's not much reason for a table if you've got rugs. But anyway, you can place that. I'll place it, but I am going to pick it straight back up again. Okay, now, also, if you want to do a bit of cooking, you got your barbecue. And something that I think is really cool is that you can decorate with the Christmas. Get a bit of Christmas. And you can put those onto the doors, if I can find my way back to the other doors. And just decorate up your boat a bit. Now, speaking of the Christmas, you cannot place the electrical Christmas lights. However, I did discover that you can place the ones that are kind of already fueled. I think I'm not sure if they're the deluxe ones or the other ones, but oh, if I can get up onto the railing. You can place these around in a few different spots on the boat. Now, because it's not kind of particularly straight lines, they are going to kind of overlap a bit, and if you're anything like me, that's probably going to drive you mad. But you can place them, so that's pretty cool. Decorates it up a bit, maybe turn it into a bit of a party boat. You can do that kind of all around the bottom too. Although, oh no, it will. You know, just make it pretty. Probably taking way too long doing that, but that tells you a lot about me. Okay, so another item that still cannot be placed. I know I'm kind of jumping backwards and forwards, but one of the items that still can't be placed is a planter box. That just won't go down. What I wanted to try out, and I'm trying it out live with you, as I said about the smaller items that they don't always go down on the floor, but will go on a box. Now, you can place a battery, and I was wondering, you can also place the jukebox, but I was wondering if you were actually going to be able to wire it up, and that we are about to find out that you can't. Okay, so basically anything electrical at this stage, like nothing, like that's just not going to work. I was hoping it would, but obviously not. But I suppose if you want to have a party, you're going to just have to use like a portable boombox. I wanted to check if we can put, okay, we can put up wreaths on onto the doors. And lastly, I'm going to finish with the most important thing for me, which is the pookie. And the pookie can be placed anywhere. So we can have a whole ship of pookies. It'll be brilliant. But anyway, I am super excited for this. I'm going to take you back up to the bridge. I didn't cover everything. I mean, for example, you can place stuff here. Here you can put down plenty of boxes. You can place more than this, but and it just shows basically that you're going to be able to use this for a great deal of storage if that's how you're going to play. You know, as I say, I play PvE, but if this was on a PvP server, you could use this to go and raid somewhere and bring all the loot back. You know, water bases are no longer safe. Right, back to the bridge. In the bridge, you can't place anything from what I've seen. I could be wrong, but as of right now, yeah, you can't place anything. So, right, let's take a little journey. Okay, so we're going to take a journey around to the harbour, purely because this is where they are supposed to spawn. It's supposed to be that the tugboats will have 2 spawn points at the harbours. When it comes to how many are going to be spawning, that I'm not sure of. This is the bridge. This is the console that you're going to be at. You put your fuel in the same way as you would on most of the other vehicles. The radar doesn't seem to show anything up at the moment. There's a little green light over here that's going to light up when you turn on your lights, which is going to be a big kind of searchlight. Now I'm just going to take a quick look around to see if there's any tugboats other than that crashed one over there. Ah, there is. Now I'm not too sure if these are naturally spawned or if someone spawned them, but as you can see, there's a tugboat. So I'm assuming this is where you're going to be getting your tugboats from. Again, what the spawn rate of this is going to be may well be dependent on server, or it may, you know, it's probably going to have its default setting. But I'm kind of hoping they're going to be rare, because I feel like it's going to make them a bit more kind of wanted and unique, and people are going to have a reason to try and get one. So anyway, that is going to be the end of the video. After I got murdered. Yeah, so I'm going to end it just looking at the ocean and how awesome it looks now. It looks like real water. It looks like the sea, and it's kind of like when you go back to the normal Rust servers right now and I look at the sea, it's like you just see it's such a big difference. So I will definitely be building some form of water base just so that I'm close to the water, but I'm also definitely going to be hooking up my tugboat. So thank you for watching. I'm sorry that it always goes on a bit too long, but those are the breaks. If you want to come and play on a nice friendly PvE server where you don't have to worry about getting killed and constantly raided, then you should definitely check out RFL. Stands for Rust for Life. If that's how you feel, then hop on in, just search it in the search bar for the servers and check out their Discord. They also have a PvP server that's just getting up and running, so you can come and help out over there and get in your raiding if you really want to. But it's a great place to come and check out. So thank you again, and I will catch you next time. Okay, so one more really quick thing that I just want to show you, which is pretty damn cool, is what happens when you blow up a boat. So I've just left some C4 over there, probably way more than I need, but I've left some C4, set up to the remote, and take a look at this. Oh yeah, it sinks. Now, I also earlier on took a little dive down afterwards to check it out under the water, and that is also pretty damn cool, especially once it's been decorated. So anyway, once again, catch you later. Don't forget to drop a follow, and see you soon.